From first look trailers for newly announced titles to DLC expansions, Game Pass additions, and surprise drops that you can play right now, this Xbox Partner Preview Showcase had it all. And because we love a good challenge, we're going to run through everything we learned in about 8 minutes. So, here goes. Creatures of Ava was one of the shiny new games revealed at the showcase. We love its gorgeous cel-shaded graphics, bizarre critters, and tranquil world. The game has you trying to guide those oddball animals through the land, which sounds like an absolutely delightful way to spend your time. You can snap pictures of them, guide them through obstacles, and even pet them. It's coming straight to Game Pass for console and PC later this year, but which creature was your favorite? Next up, we had another new game reveal offering extreme off-road racing, stadium freestyle driving, and absolutely enormous vehicles with Monster Jam Showdown. Across snow, dirt, and arenas, you can show off your prowess with massive tires, using tricks, speed, and a heck of a lot of horsepower. That's coming to Xbox later this year. We also got our very first glimpse of a third-person stealth game called Sleight of Hand. Although, fittingly, the trailer didn't give too much away aside from its hard-boiled espionage setting mixed with twisted magic cards and potions. But what we do know is that it'll be sneaking onto Game Pass as a day one release. Another new game reveal ascended from the depths of madness in the partner preview. Aspiring detectives will get to sink into another mysterious open-world adventure with The Sinking City 2, which is scheduled to arrive in 2025. The trailer showed off spectacularly demented set pieces, including a gravity-defying train and what looks like an eldritch abomination several skyscrapers tall. Better him than us, but we can't wait to play this on Series X and S consoles next year. Another new game reveal, Frostpunk 2 is coming day one to PC Game Pass, and now we know when too, giving members the chance to build grander, more complicated cities than ever before while trying to survive in a frozen wasteland. It's coming on the 25th of July, but if you want to get warmed up ahead of the sequel, the original Frostpunk is available via PC Game Pass now. Another day one release for Game Pass members to look out for is Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, which is currently penciled in for 2024. A stylish strategy action game with a striking art style based on Japanese tradition. The trailer showed us how the day and night cycle works in-game, and how integral those stages are. By day, you rescue villagers from defilement and assign them to roles as you build up defenses for the perilous night. And when night comes around, strategically place your recruits to best protect the maiden and react to constantly changing battlefields. But don't worry, you're not left out as you can hack and slash alongside them to send the Seath packing. It's an intriguing mix of genres set in a beautiful world. Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess is set for release straight onto Game Pass later this year. For a closer look at the game, check out the VOD to their Capcom Highlights Day 1 stream in the description below. Final Fantasy XIV Online will be officially making its full Xbox console debut on March 21st. That means that Xbox Series X and S players can dive into the magical world of this massively popular, massively multiplayer online game to see what all the fuss is about. If you haven't already done so in the open beta, that is. Game Pass Ultimate members can even claim the Starter Edition, which includes both the base game and the first 2 expansions through perks from March 21st until April 19th. So be sure to set a reminder to claim that as soon as the 21st hits. We also got our very first look at some gameplay from the mysterious and much anticipated Unknown 9 Awakening. A mix of stealth set pieces and Umbra-infused brawling, the combat for this looks incredibly dynamic with its time-bending properties, and now we have a release window of summer 2024. We also saw new gameplay of a Metroidvania-style platformer with eye-wateringly gorgeous visuals and a rich story of grief and acceptance inspired by Bantu folklore. Tales of Kenzera Zhao. This trailer was voiced by the game's director, Abu Bakar Salim, as he took us through the game's combat system, using the Mask of the Moon and the Sun, as well as some of the tricky traversal its stunning world has to offer. And the best part is, you don't even have to wait that long to play it. Tales of Kenzera is coming to Xbox Series X and S on April 23rd, and It's available to pre-order right now. The Alters is a truly mind-boggling sci-fi game where you play as Yan, a man who has the unfortunate luck of crash landing onto a mysterious planet with just a mobile base for company. However, he can't run it himself, so what is he to do? Why, use the planet's strange material to create alternate versions of himself to help. Of course, that's what. These new versions of Yan are based on what would have happened to him had he made different choices in the past. So, they are very different people with big opinions that can clash. So it's part base builder, part alternative self-management, part survival. The new gameplay trailer confirmed both that the game is out of its mind and that we absolutely need to play it. Which is a good thing because it's coming this year and it's coming straight to Game Pass. Game Pass members who've been enjoying Persona 3's beautiful new remake are in luck with an expansion pass of DLC coming straight to Game Pass Ultimate. A new selection of background music featuring tracks from Persona 5 Royal and Persona 4 Golden is coming on March 12th, followed by more tunes and some slick Velvet Room themed cosmetics in May. Then the big one arrives in September. 30 plus hours of new gameplay allowing you to play as fan favorite Aegis for the very first time, with multiple new personas, theurgies, and a new dungeon too. And it's all available for Game Pass Ultimate members. Alright, if it's been too long since you've had a brutal, hardcore action RPG to test yourself against, then get ready for the first Berserker, Khazan. From what we saw in the game's in-depth gameplay trailer, it's just bursting with anime flair, hair-raising combat, and some seriously well-armed dragonkins. This looks fast, frantic, tough as nails, and it frankly needs to be in our hands right now. Now time for the stuff that you can start playing the moment you're done watching this video. Here's what you can play today. First up, Roblox's survival mode experience Griefville just launched a horrifying new addition, Chucky himself. We saw as players ran away from the murderous doll wielding a knife in this new nightmare multiplayer mayhem. You can play Roblox's Griefville featuring Chucky right now. But we've got one more surprise first. STALKER 2 is one of 2024's most anticipated titles, but while you wait for it to come staggering onto Game Pass, you can now check out the full original trilogy of dystopian shooters with this snazzy new collection on console for the very first time. Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat are cult classic PC games of hardcore survival, where every bullet matters as you fight mutants and bandits alike across the irradiated wasteland. These are not for the faint of heart, but are ultimately incredibly rewarding challenges, and you can nab them right now. And that's time. Looks like we just made it, so hit the comments to tell us what games you'd like to hear more about. See you next time, bye!